And another reason I'm really, really not a big fan of Kamala Harris is because when she was the prosecuting attorney for San Francisco, her predecessor, Helen's, I just read it. I can't remember the first name. It was some guy. He was the prosecutor. This was in 2004 when she was elected. So up until that time, the prosecutor's office was heavily going after priests, big time, because this was right after the Boston Globe story of all the pedophile priests was just breaking. And so cities from all around, I mean, all the big cities, there were hundreds of priests that had accusations. I mean, we're talking boxes and boxes of allegations for decades. Okay. So this Helens was his last name. He was going hardcore at these pedophile priests. Well, when Kamala was running, opposing him, the archdiocese funded her campaign with hundreds and thousands of dollars. And then all the law firms that were representing the archdiocese and also the individual priests, some of them donated to her campaign, and she ended up winning. And when she won, she never brought any of the charges against any of the priests. Not only that, they were supposed to release all the accusations, with the victims' names redacted and the personal information redacted. But they were supposed to release all the information because releasing the information and seeing the names of the priests that were, accused of molesting, the kids at the church, brings other victims forward. And this had been going on for decades. So there were hundreds of priests, and she wouldn't allow the release of any of the files or the accusations, even though all the victims wanted it to be released. So screw Kamala Harris. She doesn't get my votes. And the fact that the people in the news, they don't talk about this stuff, it just drives me insane. I mean, Biden was accused of rape. Trump's been accused of rape, and Kamala Harris covered up a bunch of pedophile priests and didn't prosecute them because she got money for her election in return for doing that. And I just want to know who killed Epstein. I'm sorry, but Epstein had a lot to live for, and I'm sick of all the pedophiles. I mean, this is ridiculous. Come on, guys. This is America, and we have two presidents running. It's another matchup, the same two. This election is so stupid. It is stupider than the last election. And it's just, is there anyone left that has not been accused of rape or covering up rape or letting priests molest little kids and get away with it? I mean, am I the only person that is upset about this? I mean, she took money from the archdiocese. She took money from the individual law firms that were representing the pedophile priests, and she went against the wishes of all the victims and all the victim advocacy groups and didn't release any of the files or the accusations or prosecute one priest. Meanwhile, the whole time, the 11 or 7 years she was the prosecutor for San Francisco, all the cities around her, New York, Boston, LA, all these huge cities, they were prosecuting hundreds of priests during the same time frame she was prosecutor in San Francisco. Do you get it? And she's supposed to be a progressive prosecutor. I mean, I guess that's what they do. They just let, rapists go free and child molesters go free in the name of progress, I guess. I guess getting money for your campaign is progress. So I guess it's progress because she gets to be the first female president and she's a woman of color. So that's progress, even though she didn't prosecute one pedophile priest. But I mean, what can you expect? I mean, this is America and everyone's a pedophile. So whatever, I'm not voting. So